Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be another monthly update for Pan in Every Palette. This project was pulled together by Lady Pans a lot over on Instagram. I will leave her channel linked down below along with everybody else that's participating in this project. The whole point is to hit pan in every palette, at least one pan in every palette that you own. And once you do that, your job is done and this project is over. This project will be going on for the rest of my life, to say the least. This is a very slow moving project for me. Sometimes I think about giving up and not doing updates and just kind of working on this as a side project, but you guys always encourage me to stick with it. And so I do, even when I don't have much to talk about. This is another non-update update. I have an update. There's a palette that I did use very frequently over the past month, but honestly, I feel like this past month went by so fast, especially for this project. Like I feel like I just filmed the update for this project yesterday and here it is, a month has gone by and it's time to update this project again. Other projects I feel like I've been making good progress on, but this one, I feel like I just filmed this last week and here we are filming it again. It's unbelievable. I'm wearing makeup most days, but I am having a few non-makeup days here and there, and I definitely think those non-makeup days are impacting this project because those are the days where I'd be pulling for these palettes. And so when I do wear makeup, I feel like I have to work on certain other eyeshadows that are in other projects instead, and I don't work on these. I don't know, I'm struggling. I am riding the struggle bus. Lady Pans a lot gave us the freedom to kind of choose how we wanted to do this project, how many palettes we wanted to work on. Some of them pulled out all of their palettes all at once and said, these are all the palettes I'm trying to hit pan on, and they started going from there, and as they hit pan, they took them out of the project. I have a billion palettes, so I started with just 4 and I've made it a rolling project. So I'm working on 4 palettes at a time, and when I hit pan in that palette, it rolls out and I roll a new one in. That format has been working quite well for me, but there are 2 palettes I didn't touch even once in the past month. I didn't use them even once, and you guys already know which 2 palettes they are. You already know I am the worst. I am the worst. These 2 right here. I did not touch my Natasha Denona palette and I did not touch my Pat McGrath palette at all in the last month. By the way, I have a minimum goal of using each of these palettes once during the month. I didn't even do that. That's the bare minimum, but I didn't even do that. I'm trying to hit pan on Moonstone, which is the shade right here. No progress, none. And I'm trying to hit pan on this adorable purpley shade in this palette right here. No progress, none. So we're not going to talk about those 2 this month. Hopefully I will use them at least once by next month, but I don't know what to say. I have no excuse. The 2 palettes that I did use over the past month are these 2 right here. I just rolled them in at last month's update. I had to roll in 2 new palettes because I'd hit pan on 2 other palettes. These 2 were the new ones to roll in. I didn't set any goal for any specific pan to hit. I just spent the month playing around with these palettes, having as much fun as I could and enjoying them for what they were. Let's talk about the Yes Please palette first. This is the ColourPop Yes Please palette. It looks like this on the inside. The reason I decided to roll this palette into this project was because I was really feeling the yellow, but I didn't settle on trying to hit pan on the yellow as of last month. As of my update last month, I just said that I wanted to play around for this month, see what I was feeling, and then pick a shadow. So time is up. I need to pick a shadow, and I think I am going to stick with this yellow one as far as the one I'm going to try and hit pan on. Now, if it turns out I end up hitting pan on another eyeshadow first, I will roll this out of the project and roll a new one in. But I'm thinking it's going to be the yellow. I am wearing it today. It's kind of covered up. I actually have several eyeshadows on my eyes today. I'm wearing this in my transition area. I have a little bit of this in the crease. I have a little bit of this on the eyelid. I have this one in my inner corner. And on my lid is this Tarte Chrome Paint Pot. It's in the shade Fire Dancer. And it looks like this. I'm thinking, the reason I pulled this out, it's not in a project right now, but I'm thinking about rolling this into project 10 uses and pairing it with the Yes Please palette for this look more often. I think I like it. I think I like this look. It took me a minute to get used to it. I didn't wear any makeup yesterday, so anytime I wear makeup after not having makeup on, I feel a little strange, but this look was a little bit intense too, but I think I like it, and I think I'm gonna roll this into project 10 uses at my next update. I did one other look with the yellow shadow this past month, so I now have 2 uses on this eyeshadow. It was completely brand new and untouched prior to rolling it into this project. So we are 2 uses closer to hitting pan. Now I did just recently hit pan on another matte eyeshadow from a ColourPop palette. It took 63 uses to hit pan. So we'll see if it takes about 63 uses to hit pan on this guy too. I'm guessing it will, but 2 uses down, 61 to go. The last palette that I'm trying to hit pan on is actually a face palette. This is the Revolution, Makeup Revolution London Ultra Blush Palette in the shades Sugar and Spice. I am so glad I rolled this into this project. I've been having a ton of fun with this palette. I've been using it a lot. Today I'm wearing this orangey shade on my cheeks, which is the first time I've used this shade. I've been going much more for these 2 neutral shades overall. This highlight right here is phenomenal. I love this highlight shade. I haven't used this deeper shade at all, but this lighter one I love as a highlighter, and I've worn it several times. Let me break it down for you what I've done with this palette in the past month. This first shade right here is the one that has been my go-to. These 2 are very similar, but this one has just a little bit more pink in it. I'm guessing it's close to Tarte Exposed. I do have Tarte Exposed. I have not yet done a side-by-side swatch, but I'm guessing the 2 are similar. And I've used this one 8 times in the past month. I've used this one twice. I've used this one once, I've used this one once, and I've used this highlight shade 3 times now. So I'm getting familiar with the palette. I did not use these 2 or this one at all in the past month. That's okay. I am almost certain that this is gonna be the one I hit pan on first. I'm just so drawn to this beautiful neutral shade. But like I said, I think it's gonna be this one, but if it's another one, that's fine. I will take it as long as I have pan on this palette. I'm already happy with the fact that I've been able to use this, 11 or 12 times or whatever. I mean, that's 12 more uses than I got out of this palette in the years that I've had this palette sitting around. I've had this palette for years now, and I'd never used it even once. So the fact that I used this 12 times in the past month makes me really happy, and I am looking forward to hitting pan. I don't have any dips. 8 times is probably not enough to see any visible progress in the pan, but at least the palette looks like it's been used. Really happy with my choice to bring that palette in, and I think that I'm always going to have a face palette in this project from here on out. If I should hit pan on that and roll it out, I'm gonna roll in another face palette to take its place because I am having so much fun working on my face palettes. All right, guys, that is it for this update. So disappointing that I didn't even touch 2 of the palettes in this project. I need to do better for next month. I really do think that once the highlight shade is gone in the trio that's in my Panning Solitaire, I will be going in hard on that Natasha Denona palette. But when I have 2 kind of shimmery brow bone highlights, I choose the one that's in my Pan That palette over that Natasha Denona one every time. So once that eyeshadow is gone, there'll be nothing stopping me from using the Natasha Denona Moonstone shadow, but we'll see. And again, with the Pat McGrath, the one that I'm working on, it's a purple eyeshadow that I'm trying to hit pan on, and the purple eyeshadow in my Baby Pan That palette takes priority over the Pat McGrath. So having 2 similar purples and 2 similar kind of brow bone shimmery eyeshadow shades is a problem, and as long as I'm working on 2 very similar shades, I'm going to choose the one that I'm trying to finish over the one that I'm trying to hit pan on. It's not a really good excuse, but it's a little bit of an excuse. It's a little bit. All right, guys, that is it for this update. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.